Hi everyone, happy Monday. Here for my week 4 update. I do have my 4th treatment tomorrow. So things are still going really well. I still don't really have any side effects. Still have all my energy, have not been nauseous. Really the biggest thing is that my hair is very rapidly coming out. And so that's what I want to talk about today, because through this whole thing, losing my hair has been my biggest fear. Not necessarily once it's gone. Obviously, I already have a plan for that, with the scarves I'm going to wear, but also, just being silly and, going to be Mr. Clean for Halloween. And, I'm not really worried about that. But the actual losing of my hair has been something that's been really hard. And not because of like being afraid of how I'm going to look, but just the losing of it. I was afraid of waking up in the morning and having all the hair all over my pillow and just large clumps falling out. And that part actually has not been that bad. It is just coming out. Like every time I touch my hair, it's like 10 strands. I mean, you can see some, it's like all over my shirt. My hair is everywhere. I can't commit any crimes right now because my DNA is literally all over the place. I'm shedding more than my dog. But the biggest thing that losing my hair has made me think about is how much worry and stress I put about this whole situation, and how I've tried to control the whole situation. I'm a very type A controlling person. I like to control everything. And I remember going to a church service a couple years ago, and the pastor was talking all about, giving everything to God, and how we should not worry because it should be in his hands. And the time I was about to quit a job, it was grant that was ending, and I didn't know what my next job was going to be. And so I was like, yeah, okay, give all my worries to God. But in reality, it's not true. I was still trying to control it. I was still applying to jobs, and not fully giving it to him. In this situation, though, I have had to give it to him. I have no other choice but to trust that he's going to work miracles through me and in me, in healing this cancer. But I still have worried a lot, and I found that every step of the way, these things that I thought were gonna be really hard, I thought it was gonna be hard getting a cancer diagnosis. Not that it wasn't hard, but everything has just been okay. And so it makes me think of this verse in the Bible. So we're in Matthew this time, and we're in Matthew chapter 6, verse 25. It's long, so I'm not going to read all of it, but it says, so it's titled Do Not Worry, and it says, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or stow away in barns, and your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life?" And then I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit and then skip down to verse 34, where it says, "Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." So in saying that I shouldn't worry. I shouldn't worry, what I'm going to look like with this hair, that I just need to let it all go. And that God is going to provide for me and is going to take care of my needs as long as I follow him and trust in him. And so with that, think about the stuff that is really weighing you down, that has been the stress on your shoulders that you're worrying about and you're thinking about, and it's keeping you up, and it's just adding that extra stress to your life. And I challenge you to just let it all go, to go and shave it off, which I'll be doing tomorrow when I shave my head. And to think about how freeing that is to not have to worry anymore. And it's funny thinking about this, but my favorite Disney song is Lion King, or that's the movie, but my favorite song is Hakuna Matata. And the whole thing of it is Hakuna Matata means no worries. It's a problem-free philosophy, no worries. And so that's how I want you to live, is to not to worry, not to stress, not to fear, to put it all in God's hands, that he's going to provide for you. He's going to take care of you, as long as you trust him and put your faith in him, and he's not going to let you down. So with that, for the rest of your week, carry on. Hakuna Matata.